All right, welcome back, everybody. I am so sorry for the absence. I just need to take some time away. Coworker of mine and a good buddy had told me, "Hey, man, you need to take a break." And I said, "Why? You don't like my content?" And he started laughing. He's like, "It's not about that. You should always take a little bit of a break, kind of recenter yourself, kind of, not overdo it." I guess he was the point. And I kind of looked at him a little perplexed, but he talked me into it. I was like, you know what? I think it is kind of what everyone needs. It doesn't matter what it is. You always need a little bit of a break. So I went ahead and did that, and yeah, it was nice. Kind of stepped back for a few, and now I'm stepping back in because I enjoy doing my thing. So this is something that I like doing. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna stop trailing on here. So let's get into it. Let's talk blades. That's what we're into today. I got for you obviously a Kershaw, and this Kershaw is probably one of the Kershaws that I enjoy very much. Actually, this is the very first Kershaw that I ever purchased. Not this exactly. This is a new one because it's in a different steel. But the knife that I'm talking about is one that I have in my pocket right now, and it is this one right here. This is the Kershaw Blur. Um, this is an older knife. I've had this for a very long time. I want to say probably a little bit over 7 years. I've only carried it a handful of times, but you can see the wear on there. I have used this knife and I've dropped it extensively. Probably because one time it actually fell out of my pocket, and then the other times I kind of had it rattling around with stuff in my pocket. I don't know why or how, but some loose change, some keys. Obviously, you can see the scratch marks and the scuff marks all over this blade, or all over the handle, anyways. And it's there. The wear is there. And yes, I have used this steel. One thing that I love about Kershaw Blur is the fact that their speed safe is amazing. And that's this mechanism that makes this an assisted blade. And I love that thumb indentation right here where you have to push it up. And that's without any wrist flick whatsoever. It just pops open with authority and speed. Of course, that hence the speed safe. The only thing that I've changed on this knife is the pocket clip carrying. I switched it from tip down to tip up, so it went from here to here, and it's designed that you can actually do that. Unfortunately, you can't swap it to the other side. It's only right-handed or right-hand pocket carry, or at least in my opinion, right-hand pocket carry. Where the blade sits up against the seam of your pocket, so it does not come open whatsoever. And it's great. It doesn't have any safety lock on there like more of the other ones that are more recent. They have these like little latches that you press or you move in order to unlock it, so you can do that. This is simple. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have a lock on there. The lock is it being up against your pocket, and it cannot open unless you pull out the pocket in order to do so. I like that. And this one's the tactical. I love when they put tactical in front of it. This is the known as the tactical EDC. It's got the Tonto tip right here and the half serrations. Any knife, I think, would be a good EDC. I don't suggest any knife to be tactical. I mean, you just put that word in front of anything, and it just makes it sound cooler, and that kind of makes the selling point that much easier for companies to sell something they want. You could get a banana and throw tactical in front of it, and someone will be like, well, if it's a tactical banana, I think I might want to take a bite. I don't know. That's just me being stupid. But I want to really, really kind of emphasize the fact that any knife can be used moreover than just a tool. But they designed it especially to be kind of in the range of both worlds. So you have the EDC cut open boxes and mail and a little bit of rope on your truck knife to I'm out fishing and it seems like some drunk guy is trying to push me in the water and hold me under, and I need to pull something out of my pocket in order to get out of that situation or something along that line of stupidity. But I mean, any blade can be used for self-defense, but not all of them are designed for it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So enough of blabber of that. This is the Kershaw Blur, at least the original one that I have. We'll put that off to the side, and we will open up the new Kershaw Blur. And then this one has a different type of steel. Oh, by the way, I didn't really say what steel was in this. This one is 14C28N Sandvik steel. This is a decent steel. I have used this blade on a lot of stuff, and it's got the it's got a special coating on there. Can't remember the name of it, but it's tungsten. There you go. It's like a tungsten coating on there. So it's tough stuff. It really is. This coating has not worn at all. So that's this knife. If you're interested in it, they still have it under this listing, and you can find it. So we'll get into it and open up this one right here. Hopefully it's the right one. It's the first time me opening up this knife box. Okay, so what you get in the box? What's in the box? The knife. This stuff that you are not supposed to eat. It's like some oxygen evaporator, whatever the hell. And then, of course, inside the box you do get, and it's hard to get at, but it's right there. It's reading material. Basically information on your knife, the warranty, yada, 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 all that. I can't even get to it. I'm not even going to stress. So, you know it's in there. It's just reading material if you're interested in it. So, here it is. This is supposed to be S30V. So, I'm hoping that it is, and it looks like it is. It's in a tumbled wash finish, and it... All right, that's actually a pleasant surprise. This is the way that I wanted to carry it. Tip up. Just like this guy right here. I thought for a moment that I would actually have to reposition the pocket clip, but the pocket clip's already been repositioned, which is great. That's actually a pleasant surprise. Got to enjoy the little things, man, because the pictures show that it was going to be tipped down. So it would be carrying in this configuration in your pocket. Instead, it's tip up. That's a pleasant surprise. So here it is, nice new, brand new. It's got this kind of like Grip X or Grip Tex or whatever the heck kind of textured grip right here. On this knife, the older version, this actually feels kind of like a rubber. It does. It feels like a rubber, but it doesn't. It looks cheap. Like when you look at it, you're like, oh, what the heck? You know, I can probably scrape that off with my fingernail. You cannot. This is an inlay. And it's very well done. For as long as I've had this knife, the inlay on this thing hasn't peeled. It hasn't started peeling off or anything. And I can say that this right here is going to be the same. But it's tougher. On this one, it's more, it's softer. Now, I don't know if that's because of the use that I've put into it. And even though I really haven't used it all that much, or too much. But this one right here, it feels rougher. It feels harder. You can't. Yeah, it feels more grippy, which I like that. It's not overly textured. It looks like it's aggressive, but it's not. So I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I want to see how this thing deploys. So, yep, it's just like the other one. And that's kind of what I was looking for, just an original design, and this pretty much is that. This is very plain Jane. It doesn't have the serrations. It doesn't have the Tonto tip. It's just, hey, I'm a knife, but I'm not that scary kind of thing, which I know it sounded a little bit disappointing, but this is kind of what I was going for. And the model number on there, you can see it's 1670S30V, and it's got the little, yep, that's kind of neat. They laser inscribed the flag on there. Made in America. Ken Onion design. I do like Ken Onion designs, especially the blur. I do like the blur. Look at that. That's fast. And it's the same thing with this. It's the same process, the same speed safe design. except with just better steel. So the steel on this is going to be just a little bit heavier, I think, on the blade anyways. So yeah, it opens up the same exact way. It's very nice, actually. Very, very nice. So we'll go ahead and get into the specs. Go into the weight and all that, so... Oh, sorry, guys. So you're looking at a 4.02 ounces on the Blur that's got the silver blade. And on the original, 3.93 ounces. Yeah, so this one's relatively a little heavier because of the blade steel. I kind of figured as much. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get into the length. This one's faster. The other one's just a little bit heavier. I think it's because it's got a little bit more blade on there. A little bit more meat on the blade. Alright, so you're looking at a 3.5 inches. And... oh, this one's a little bit shorter. 3 3/8. Huh, odd. Very interesting. All right, so we'll go ahead and see how wide the blade is right here. You're looking at a 2.8 millimeters on the blade, and on the handle, you were looking at 11.4. And on the original one that I've been having for years, let's try this, an 11.7. The handle, and on the blade is a 2.8. So, interesting. And of course, we're going to see how sharp it is. Here it is with a little bit of paper. So here's the original one. I'll go ahead and go into the cutting on this. I've been pretty reasonable with it. So this is relatively sharp. It hung up in a couple places. I can already tell. It is an older blade. That's Sandvik steel. And then here's this brand new one out of the box. We'll see how this one slices. Oh. Little to no resistance. Look at that. Yeah, that's pretty sharp. It's pretty sharp, obviously, because I haven't used it on anything. We just opened it. So yeah. The prices on these are different. This one's cheaper on Amazon. This one is about like 66, 67 and change for the all black tactical whatever. And then the the S30V, which is this guy right here. This one is going to cost you around about like 80. So I think it was 80 and change, I think, was this one. I've been waiting for one to be in a better steel. I don't have a problem with 14C28N. I think it's a good steel. I have it on other knives. And it's a pretty decent steel as long as you aren't too rough on it. It holds a decent edge. But I prefer a better steel, so S30V, yeah, I think I'm actually very pleased with a knife that's got S30V on it. And a lot of, I mean, it's a little bit better in my opinion. It'll hold an edge for a little bit longer. I still have yet to really sharpen S30V because I just do the whole angle sharpener from Spyderco. So I'm still kind of learning on that, but it does hold a pretty decent edge. At least for a little bit longer anyway. So if you like the Blur, or if you're interested in at least a decent EDC that is under $100, look into the Kershaw Blur. There are different variations, different colors. You can look them up on Amazon. They have them on Amazon. That's where I got this guy. If you got Prime, you'll get it sooner. So that's always good. There's only one thing that I have to say, is the carryability. I wish that they had deep carry pocket clips. And not that this is bad. I don't mind this at all. I would just much rather have a deep carry pocket clip on my knife. It's just less likely for it to, I don't know. If it doesn't have the wave on there, throw a deep carry pocket clip on there. It'll just, I don't know. It'll hide in the pocket a little bit better, and that's just my personal opinion, though. Maybe I like deep carry pocket clips on any knife, waved or not. Anyways, if you like this video, slash that like button, stab that subscribe. I got more content for you coming up, so I'll try and do a better job at making sure that things are still coming. And for the new subscribers, thank you so much. Your guys' support is always appreciated. I will see you guys in the next video.